Raiders in that Everglade. Drive up out that motherfucking swamp in the Escalade. So before you put that red rag in your pocket, I wanna see your fucking resume. Started off.
What's up, Brewer Nation? What's up, YouTube? It's YDTV, you dig? And this is kind of like an update as to what I've been doing, where I've been, and just to talk a little bit about what's been going on in the off season with the Brewers. As you can see, I changed my name. I changed my channel name. I just didn't like that whole thing. I just kind of wanted to. I didn't feel like it was fitting of the channel, whatever. But so I've just been real busy, with life in the past couple months, and I know I'm talking like I have 100,000 subscribers, when in reality I barely have 10. But part of the reason why I barely have any is because of my inactivity. But because I feel real confident as to that I have some more ideas for videos, and once I get back in the swing of things, I feel like I can do this and grow my channel. Quick side note, I have another channel where, well, it's not just me, it's me and two of my best friends, and it's called BSC Vlogs. I'll put that name in the description before I upload this video. But so as far as what's been going on with the Brewers in the off season so far, there's been a couple trades, a couple of players we now know won't be coming back to Milwaukee, and some new additions. So first off, we can talk about the Eric Thames, or Eric Thames, however you say his name. We can talk about that signing. He's basically a guy that was a first baseman. He played here in the U.S. in Major League Baseball for I don't even know how many years, probably 3, 4, 5. He played with the Blue Jays for most of his career, and he ended up going over to Korea to play in basically their MLB, the professional leagues over there, and he absolutely tore it up. He was a beast over there, and the Brewers, I guess, that caught their attention, and they really wanted this guy, and they got him. A rebuilding team is gonna do things like this. Was he the most attractive guy on the market? Was he the biggest name? Could he be the best? No, he could be. But no, he wasn't the biggest name. He wasn't the ultimate top target that every team was looking for. But in the end, the Brewers feel like he's the best fit for their situation right now, so they went out and they got him. So David Stearns, this guy really has a vision, and I think as Brewers fans, if you believe in him, then you should just sit back and watch it all unfold, because I think he knows what he's doing. I think we're already starting to see results, with him. So I like David Stearns. I like that move. Can't hurt. The whole reason that they did that, when you look at a guy and you say, well, last year you did the same thing. You signed Chris Carter as a rental, and he hit 41 home runs. You know what I mean? The Brewers basically paid a little over $1 million for 41 home runs. Look at other guys that are going to hit 41 home runs. They're getting paid a lot more than $1 million a year. They're getting at least $8 million a year, 10 probably. So that was a very, very pleasant surprise. But the thing with Chris Carter is so many strikeouts, not enough run productivity. You know what I mean? He had 41 home runs. Most guys are going to have 41 home runs. They're going to have at least 100 RBIs. Chris Carter wasn't really that close to 100 RBIs. So, sometimes he really can't put the ball in play, but when he does put the ball in play, you see what happens. So, but the Brewers said that they just really feel like they have someone now that can do that, and they went out and they got their guy. So they think Eric Thames. I don't think he'll end up being like a franchise player, but I think he'll be serviceable and he'll be good while he's here, 2-3 years. Yeah. Then we can move on and talk about the whole third base situation and what the Brewers did. So as you guys know, Travis Shaw. As you guys know, Tyler Thornburg was Brewers closer after they traded Jeremy Jeffress, because he basically pitched his way into the 8th inning role, into the setup role, because of how good he was playing. And then 9 times out of 10, once your closer gets hurt, leaves, or loses his job, the guy that is going to take his job on the team is going to be the 8th inning guy. You know what I mean? Because a lot of teams basically have it set up where our closer, you know what I mean, and then our 8th inning guy is like our junior closer, like the mini closer version. You know what I mean? Like, this guy can close games here and then, but he's mostly the 8th inning. If anything happens to our closer, this guy's going to be our guy. That's what Tyler Thornburg was, really. And the Brewers traded him away, which is I'm completely fine with. But they traded him away in order to get a third baseman, or third base depth, if you will. And that was Travis Shaw. For those of you who don't know who he is a left-handed hitting power hitter. Played for the Red Sox. There was the whole thing with Pablo Sandoval last year and how he was out of shape and everything. Well, Travis Shaw was the guy that basically took that job from Pablo Sandoval last year and ran with it. Played well last year for the Red Sox. He has a ton of power, like I said, So this is kind of like depth, kind of like this could be a potential starter, And it's a move that I really applaud, because not only did they get Travis Shaw, but they also got a very good, well, actually I think they got 2 prospects, but they got a very good middle infield prospect. I believe he's a shortstop, top 5 in the Red Sox system. So you get a guy that could potentially be your starting third baseman for the future, and a top 5 prospect from the Red Sox system for Tyler Thornburg. Don't get me wrong, Tyler Thornburg is a very good reliever, but that seems like a lot in return. And David Stearns so far has really been good with getting back a lot for what we trade away. So I believe that Travis Shaw will start at third. Now, the other minor transactions, minor moves that the Brewers have made, you could look at Tommy Malone, who's a starting pitcher. He's a lefty. He pitched for the A's. He last pitched for the Twins. And I think he either didn't pitch last year or barely pitched. But either way, he could definitely be a very solid, serviceable starter. And he's a veteran at the beginning of our rotation, because we really don't have much of that. We don't have much solidity at any of those 5 spots. That's not true. Junior Guerra, Zach Davies, and Jimmy Nelson look like they could be solid this year. They could really give us a chance. But Junior Guerra has never even been able to stay in the major leagues, and then all of a sudden last year he came out and looked like, and had the best season of a Brewers starter in like 3 or 4 years. So you don't know if that was just a fluke, or maybe this is the change of scenery is what he needed, or you don't know. But it's not sure because he's never had a season like that before. And then you have Zach Davies, young, unproven, could be up and down. And then you have Jimmy Nelson, who had a really good season and then had a really bad one. So a lot of uncertainty, but they could, So Tommy Milone, the fact that he's a veteran, the fact that he's won in the major leagues, the fact that he's left-handed, really makes him look like a lock to be in the opening day rotation. The Brewers also signed Eric Sogard, second baseman, played for the A's. Not a lot to say about him. Just this is his depth. He has a spring training invitation, so he's not automatically on the roster, but he has a very good chance. Good defender. I like him. Left-hander, or he might be a switch hitter. I don't know. I think he's just left-handed. So yeah, cool little depth addition right there. And then as far as any other things go, the Brewers made a very weird deal with Kirk Neuenhuis where they split his contract between the major and minor leagues. So they avoided arbitration with him, but at the same time, it's just confusing. It's very weird, but just know that Kirk Neuenhuis will most likely either be barely on the roster or in the minor leagues. With Keon Broxton emerging as a good rental player, kind of, they would much rather have him start. And then not only that, but Lewis Brinson, Brett Phillips, with all these great prospects coming up, Kirk Neuenhuis, the days ahead don't look too bright for him, for real. And yeah, so that's mostly what's been going on with the Brewers. I was gonna do a prediction as far as like the opening day starting lineup, but I kind of feel like there's no point because there's a lot of things that could happen from now until then. But so that's basically it, and that's all I really had to say about the Brewers and other things. I will say that if you have ideas that you want me to do, I know, like I said, barely any people have watched my videos in the past, but I'm planning on working hard at this and hopefully growing this channel because I have a lot of good ideas for YouTube. So, that's really it. I'll be doing more videos with music, some funny videos, maybe some vlogs, but till next time, this is just just letting you guys know that I'll be back. I'll be making more videos. I'll be working harder at this. So till next time, go Brewers, and I'll catch you guys later. You dig?
I hang with niggas on the Dodgers. I hang with niggas that'll rob me. I came with hoes and they squab me. So you don't want no problems.